recent update for foster care. I just got a text 1 hour ago for a medically fragile newborn baby. Not going to go into all the details, but there's a lot of medical stuff there, which is a little bit intimidating, but my family history is tons and tons of very rare, life-threatening extreme conditions. And I've had 9 surgeries personally. Lots of people in my immediate family has had lots of surgeries, and so I do feel equipped. It's intimidating, but I feel equipped. I also have a mom who is like very medically versed in all things, who can like help me and guide me. So we said yes, and I feel so excited. Obviously so sad that the baby is not doing well. Baby's getting surgery tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna say. I also feel like it's just not every day that you get a baby text in foster care. Like usually when babies come into care, they also come with lots of siblings. We said yes. It'll be a very big undertaking. Like probably will be living out the hospital for a little while. Now we're just in the waiting process, waiting to hear back, which is the worst, most excruciating part. Like I would just wish I would hear yes or no fast. I hate being like, are we going to the hospital tonight? Or are we having a date night or doing whatever tonight? I just don't like the in-between, but that's the update. It's been 2 hours since I last heard anything. That's like the worst. And also, I feel like so many of these things have fallen through lately that it's not like my hopes are actually up. Like I feel like it's not actually gonna happen, but then that like 1% that like it could, gives me hope. I can't stop thinking about it. So I try to distract myself. I was able to get some work done, but it's hard to distract myself when I'm just so like, okay. And then I don't want to bug my caseworker. So 2 hours ago, she texted me, still no update, and I've heard nothing. So I'm just waiting. Okay, I just got an update, and she said they're exploring homes in another county. So not sure why, but that's what they're doing. I'm actually not as sad as I normally am. I was just praying a lot, and I knew that if we were supposed to care for this baby, we would be the ones to care for this baby, and if we weren't, we wouldn't be. And that just gives me a lot of peace. We'll see if I get any more updates today. It could still happen. It likely won't, and that's okay. That's just foster care. That's just how it goes. Good morning. Excuse my appearance. I look absolutely crazy. Just woke up. But baby yesterday fell through, ended up placing the baby in another county. But they just called me this morning, or texted me this morning, about twin boys that are 4 months old, which is just the most precious and adorable thing ever. And I am so excited. Obviously, it could fall through again, but we're trying over here. I said yes immediately. My caseworker basically already said yes for me because she knew I'd be so excited. So now we just wait. The waiting game is the worst part. I have no information. I don't know their names. I don't know literally anything about them, but we said yes and now we wait. So my family fostered twin boys back in the day. I remember those little boys, so it's just sweet that it's twins. Update, that was a few days ago. We did not end up getting the twins. They were PPC, so they didn't know much about them. And then when they were coming into foster care, they ended up being tribal, and so they have to follow, what is it, like I can't remember what it is, but those standards, which means that the babies would be ideally placed with another tribal family. So that's what ended up happening. So it ended up falling through. But like I said earlier in this video, I'm just really not as sad as I have previously been, because there's maybe something brewing behind the scenes that I'm not going to talk about. But that is foster care. That's what it looks like. One day you get a call, the next you don't, and then the next you do. It's just like all the things, and you spend so much time waiting, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to keep doing these, honestly, as a diary for myself, and just to show other people who are not involved what the reality of foster care is like. Also, I'm going to get ahead of the negative comments. Anytime I say I'm excited, I'm not saying I'm excited that kids are coming into care. I'm excited that kids got abused and now I get to take care of them. That is not what I mean. I mean, I already know that there are kids in care that need houses. I am an available house, so I'm excited to care for vulnerable children because that's what I feel called to do. Obviously, I'm not excited they got stripped from their bio parents, and I'm not excited they're experiencing like the worst day of their lives. That's not what I mean. So I just want to get ahead of those comments.